guys, so I just dropped Noah off at his new placement. He came home for a visit this weekend, and I picked him up yesterday. Sorry about the camera angle. I don't have my magnet still, so I have to have you guys like in front of my like odometer. Anyways, so it was his first home visit this weekend since he was placed in the new house, and he did really good. It was a super good visit, very positive, no major upsets or tantrums or anything like that. So that was a win. But I just kind of wanted to do a little bit of an update, and also I wanted to kind of describe what it's like to parent a child with FASD, because I came up with this analogy that I think is pretty on point, and I think a lot of parents who have kids with fetal alcohol spectrum disorder would definitely agree with this analogy. So imagine that you are in charge of extinguishing a massive brush fire that is hundreds of acres, and the tools that you have to do that are a garden hose, and the parents around you have little tiny fires going as well. Some have campfires, some are holding just a little match, some some may even have a house fire going on. However, they all have different tools that they can use to put out their fire, and all you have is a garden hose. And people keep telling you they don't understand why your fire is not going out, because their fires are going out. They use their garden hose, or the people with the matches just kind of tapped it and it went out, and they don't understand what the big deal is and why you can't make your fire go out. And they think that you're maybe not trying hard enough, or you're just not being consistent enough. You're not holding the hose right. You're not aiming it at the right direction. You're just not doing it right. And the fire obviously represents the challenges that we face on a daily basis with our children that have fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. They have this raging brush fire, and instead of us having an arsenal of tools, instead of us having helicopters dropping fire retardant on our fire, and instead of us having backup and lots of help, we're constantly criticized that we can't get our fire out with the tools that we have, because everybody else is able to get their fire out with the tool that they have, and it's sufficient. So why isn't it working? And I think that I don't know, my brain kind of works in analogies, and I think that just resonated with me as a really good analogy, because you imagine I don't know, the typical soccer mom with 2 kids who maybe they have a tantrum every once in a while. Maybe they have charts and things that work for them. Maybe they have incentive plans that work for them, or they use a specific type of parenting, and that has just worked wonders for them. And that's where those are the moms that basically have matches or very small campfires that they have to put out, because their kids' tantrums and their kids' challenges are very easy to handle with conventional tools. And those moms tend to be the ones, not always, and not all moms, I have to put this disclaimer on, Not everybody is Judgy McJudgerson. Not everybody comes up and judges you. A lot of people are very kind and want to help and are very supportive. But y'all know that we run into those moms that look at us with judgment in their eyes because they do not understand why we are not more consistent, why we don't give consequences, why we don't parent the way that they're parenting, the way the books say to parent, because to them, that's what works. And they know it works for other people too. And so they want to offer you all kinds of different advice. You know, have you tried a sticker chart? Yeah, we've tried sticker charts like 1,000,000,001 times and they don't work. Well, they worked great for us because, you know, we had the same type of problem. No, you didn't. Because I can bet you all the sticker charts in the world that your 4-year-old did not take a knife to a mattress and stab it repeatedly. Because ain't no sticker chart in the world is going to stop that. So that is just so frustrating when you get well-meaning parents who think they get it and want to offer you all types of advice. And it gets frustrating because we're standing in front of this huge brush fire and we're trying to put it out. And in the meantime, we have our own little campfires and matches and things behind us representing our other children that we have to also attend to. We also have to take care of those little fires and manage them. And so it's so overwhelming. So if you see a parent or know of a parent that has a child with FASD and you think, you know, their child is just misbehaving and the parent maybe is making excuses for them and the parent is not understanding that you just have to be more consistent and that you just have to try harder and that, you know, you just have to stick to your guns. Well, imagine yourself standing in front of a massive brush fire with a water hose and that is all you have to put that fire out. Now imagine somebody standing next to you and saying, no, you just have to try harder. No, you're not doing it right. No, you see, you're just not being consistent enough. You just have to stand out here every second of every day and hold this hose on this fire. But you know that even doing that, it's still not going to put the fire out. The fire is still going to be there because this disability is lifelong. It is a condition that typically does not get better. You can find things that work, but those things that work today may not work tomorrow. And it is a very frustrating disability for all parties involved. And I just want to encourage all the moms out there who are standing in front of their huge brush fire that I get it and I understand, and you know, you just gotta keep going and you gotta try different things, and you know, you gotta hold that hose for as long as you can and keep going. And when you feel like you're not making progress, you just have to take a step back and see that no matter what, no matter how much progress you are or aren't making, you're trying and you're committed and you love your child, and that's all that we can do. That's all that we can do is try and keep going and keep loving our kids, because at the end of the day, we did not cause this disability. We did not wish this on our child, and I know every single parent of a child with FASD out there would think or feel the same, as far as if you could take this away, if you could fix it in some way, shape, or form, you would do it. We're all doing the best that we can, and that's all we can do. And you know, if you are a believer, then you know that at the end of the day, you have to take a step back and hand it back to God and just say, I'm doing the best I can. I'm loving this child with all that I have and all that I am. but recognize that you are not going to be able to cure your child. You are not going to be able to fix everything with your child because it is a brain-based disability. Anyways, that is my rant for the day, and I am sick right now. I have a cold, so I am not feeling the best. So if that was difficult to follow or understand, I apologize, but hopefully it has inspired somebody out there. So all right, guys, keep on keeping on, and keep fighting that fire, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.